Okay, we're back. This is the beginning of video 3, and we're going to show you some ideas on what to do back here. The first one we're going to do, let's see if I can do this where I'm not fighting. There we go. So on Amazon, they make a hairpiece that's curly, and it has combs. It's like curly, and it stretches, and it comes up like here, and then it'll cover this whole area with curls. So what you would do with it is you would take it and put it in a bun. You'd pull this up. And put it in a bun. It doesn't have to be neat. It doesn't have to be pretty, and it's going to be really fast. And several of the women that I talked to in my my vintage updo group that I was asking for advice on how to do these, this is something that they highly suggested because it's quick, it's easy, and it will hold really well. So basically what you would do is you would put your hair up in a bun, a tight bun like this, and then you're going to put that hair piece over here, and it's going to clip here and here, and you're just going to have curls. So then you would go behind that. Mr. Wright has said that you can wear scarves, but they have to be solid navy or solid white. So once you have the curls, we're gonna fake this with this today. This is just a ponytail. This is a ponytail curl, so it's basically just a ponytail holder with hair on it, but it does almost the same thing. And there's several of them out there, so you just kind of have to find the one you want. But the one that I found on Amazon was like $15, and the one that I found at Sally's yet today was $50. So the one off of Amazon is super cheap and it's super effective. You just have to order your right color. So then you're going to take your scarf. You're going to come behind those rolls and tie a knot here. And now you have that very distinct look of the 40s. Oh, sorry. There you go. That distinct look of that 40s updo, right? And it was super easy to do. In a minute, I'm going to show you how to do the sides without the rolls, but right now I'm going to do the back while I have all this together. So, quick hack for your scarves. If you decide you want to wear a scarf, go on Amazon. Sally's carries them, but they were out. And get those little flippy extension clips. You can buy them individually where you sew the hair to them, but they're little metal flippy clips. And sew those onto the back of the scarf so that cut the scarf in half so there's not as much scarf, and then fold it where you want it. Sew your clips in so that you can put your clips in and clip them. And that way it's not gonna, I guess you want to see what I'm doing. So if you sew your clips in back here underneath the scarf, so you can stick them in there and then clip them closed, what that's going to do is that's going to keep that scarf from moving at all while you're dancing. You're going to tie it up here at the top, and you can even put 2 more up here on the front if you're worried about this part trying to come off. But that way this doesn't have to be tight. It can just sit there as decoration. But if it's got those clips in there, it's not going to go anywhere. And this gives you that super elegant look of that 40s updo without having to curl it or do a whole lot to it. So that was easy. Second option is going to be, it's called a Grecian roll is what it's called. And you guys, I challenge you to go onto YouTube and look this stuff up because there's tons of tutorials out there. And if you have any questions, by all means, find me on Instagram. It's Kathy Squee, KathySquee, Kathy Squee. And I'll put a shopping list up on Instagram so you guys can find it. of what I found on Amazon and that kind of thing. So basically what I'm doing right here is I'm teasing it again. Lauren has great hair. Her hair teases super well, even clean and silky feeling. So I just didn't want this to be super flat right here. I hate when I lose. There it is. So I'm going to put a little bit of hairspray to keep that teasing from walking out completely. And then we're going to take this and we're going to take the bigger version of the foam bun maker. And once again, we're going to cut it in half. Just like we did the last one. We're going to cut it in half. Maybe. Ow, that was a finger. I don't know, but they're tough. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. There it goes. All right, so easier said than done, but we cut it in half, so it's long. And we're using the bigger one because we're doing the back of her head. And we really, at the end of the day, we're going to want this Grecian roll to match up with our victory rolls in the front, right? Once again, like I talked earlier, you can cut a hole in here and feed that hair through there if that's easier for you. But you're going to take this and you're going to wrap that hair and then you're just going to roll it up. You can pull this up. If you want more fullness, but we're going to pull this up here. Now remember I said earlier that the nice thing about these forms is that you can pen to them. You can pen through them. So I've got 2 pens in there holding that Grecian roll, right? And so now I'm going to take this roll and I'm going to stretch her hair. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to start pinning this so that this roll and this roll meet up so there's not a big gap here. We're going to take the hair from the top section and meet it up with the bottom section. Lay your head back for me. There you go. So we're going to grab just a little bit of hair from the bottom and we're going to catch that. And this is where that teasing is going to come important because it's going to help it give us something to grab onto and something to hold onto. And then we're just going to meet these two up. Just tucking those pins in as we go all the way around. So now you have your victory roll with your Grecian. Can you see how I'm stretching this out so that the hair will come with me? And then I'm just going to use my, tilt your head back for me. There you go. So then I'm just going to take my pen and grab a little bit of the hair from the top and a little hair from the bottom. And just tuck it in the back. Until you meet your 2 pieces up. Tuck everything in so it looks nice and tidy. And once again, if you want to use a scarf, you can. The scarves are very 40s. So the scarf would go in it like this. You have your Grecian roll here. It's nice and full and firm. This one, shake it for me. So it's moving a little bit, but I only have like 6 pins in it. So the more you pin it, and you pin it from the bottom too, the more you pin it, the more secure it is. But I think she could dance with this, but you can see this one's moving, where when we played with these up here, they didn't move at all. But I think if you pin it well enough, it'll stay. So then your other option for a very 40s back is going to be a low pony with curls, right? So I'm going to take these guys down real quick. I'm going to show you 2 more things on the next video. So this is the end of video 3, I believe.